I'm going to be sharing with you in this video how to create your own reality without taking away from anyone else's. Because what most people believe is that in order to manifest what they want, they have to take away from other people's reality in order to get what they want. And the truth is that this is just simply not the truth whatsoever. You can receive everything your heart wants. You can be fully in your own bliss. You can be fully in your own excitement. You can be fully creating your own subjective reality. And this does not have to take away from anybody's reality, because if you believe that, what that is that's a belief system grounded in lack, meaning that something in existence doesn't exist. And that is not real. It's not real. Everything that can exist already does exist on some level of consciousness. So that means you can receive everything that you want, everybody else can receive everything that they want, and there's no lack of resources, there's no lack of money, there's no lack of love, there's no lack of anything unless you believe there is in that reality and you believe that to be the case. And so in this video, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. Now, the first thing that I want to share with you in this video in terms of how to create your own reality without taking away from anyone else's is to understand this. Number one, everything is absolutely subjective. What does this mean? A lot of people believe that there's absolute truths in physical reality. But the truth is that physical reality in of itself is just one subjective experience that exists in existence. And so what does this mean? This means that you can have your own subjective experience, and that can be completely true, absolutely true for you, but for another, it is not true subjectively. So absolutely, it is true for you in your experience, whatever your personal truth is. And this can be around diet. This can be around your preferences for the way that you work in the world, the kind of relationships that you have, the way that you operate, and how you do the work, and the way that you do your work in the world. It doesn't matter. Like, what works for one person doesn't work for another person. That's really the message that I feel called to share on this planet, is people to understand that everything is absolutely subjective. Like, that's what I really want people to know, is that, like, you create your little reality. When I say little, it doesn't have to mean like bad or small. I mean like little in terms of, like, you have your bubble, but you can consciously choose that bubble. So we all have blinders, right? We all have filters in reality. You can't escape the fact that we have filters. It's impossible. But the question is, are you consciously creating those filters and choosing to see what you want to see in life? Like, as you can see in life, everybody's arguing about what's the right diet, what's the right way to live, what's the right structure, what's this thing, what's that, like, what's right, wrong. And so it's almost like it becomes a religion. It becomes a religion where people are attached to this right and wrong. And what we don't realize is that there is no right or wrong. There literally is no right or wrong. You create your reality, and you're going to be right in your reality, and somebody else can be wrong in relativity to that rightness in your reality. So what that means is that everybody has their own personal truth, and that everything is absolutely subjective. Okay, so your subjective experience is your subjective experience, and your personal truth is true for you. And perhaps there's other people that also resonate with that personal truth and co-create and agree with you, and they have that agreement, right? And that's how it is. Like, for example, water is hydrating. You might think that's an absolute truth. Is it? Is it absolutely true? Or is it an agreement that we all have in this collective reality as human beings? And I say human beings because it's a concept. Like, we've created the concept of, I am a human, and this is what I do, and water is hydrating. Perhaps in another parallel dimension of consciousness, somewhere in the universe, water is not hydrating, and it's actually very bad for you. And the exact same molecules of water are actually not hydrating for you whatsoever. And that might sound like a fantasy. It's like, Francis, you sound delusional. You're delusional. Aren't we all delusional? Aren't we all delusional in our own way? This is why you have all these arguments happening in the world. You have wars happening. You have people fighting. You have people fighting for what's right. We have to fight for what's right. What is right? What is wrong? These are all just concepts. This is just part of your imagination in the infinite consciousness. Now, I'm not saying that evil doesn't exist and that there's not bad things happening in the world, or quote unquote evil things happening in the world, but you have to understand that the only reason why these things are happening to begin with is because people believe that there is such a thing as right or wrong. If you were to expand your consciousness and see that it's all subjective, we would all realize that we don't need to be fighting anymore. There's no need to argue, there's no need to fight. And if there's any arguments or conflicts, it's just lighthearted and it doesn't hurt anybody. It's just a play of some, a cosmic joke. And it can get messy sometimes. Not saying life can't get messy, but there's an awareness that it's all subjectively created. So your subjective experience has sometimes nothing to do with another person's subjective experience. And you can be right in your reality and wrong in another reality. You can apply this to any area of your life. How you see the world, what spiritual beliefs you have. Is healing possible? Like spiritually, can you heal somebody? You could be in your own reality, for example. You could have healed somebody, and in your reality, they are healed. But in their reality, they couldn't perceive that healing. And so at a different level of consciousness, they aren't healed. And to their perspective, they didn't receive the healing. But from your perspective, they received the healing. And let's just say you're a healer. And there's another parallel version of that person that for you exists, that they did receive the healing. And another parallel version still exists, another version of that same individual in a different level of consciousness that did not receive the healing and thinks it's all hocus pocus. You see? So you could also apply this to diet. You can apply this to any aspect of your life. Understand that everything is absolutely subjective. Now, number two, you got to understand that you subscribe to your own beliefs and other people do not have to subscribe to your own beliefs. This is what I want you to understand. You subscribe to your own beliefs. Other people do not need to subscribe to those beliefs. Okay? So if you believe that making money is a good thing spiritually for you, for example, then that's your belief. Somebody might think that's different. They might think, oh, money is the root of all evil or something. Okay, that's their reality, right? If that's the reality they choose to be in, then let them choose that. You don't need to really subscribe to any beliefs that don't resonate for you. You can choose to subscribe to your own beliefs. This is how you create your own reality without taking away from anybody else's. Is to understand that you choose your beliefs. Nobody chooses your beliefs for you unless you believe that they choose your beliefs for you, and that you have to give away your power in that way and subscribe to things that you do not want to subscribe to. You're subscribing. It's a subscription. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, that's a subscription. You can also subscribe to a belief system. Do you believe that making money is hard? Do you believe that making money is easy? Do you believe that money is the root of all evil? Do you believe that relationships are, something that's wrong? Some people can't even own the fact that intimacy, for example, is not ego. It's like, oh, if I want a romantic relationship, that's coming from my ego. If I want money, that's coming from my ego. I don't believe that. I believe that having romantic relationships, having really deep, intimate connections of any kind, and having lots of money and having what your heart desires, I believe that actually is the most spiritual thing you can do. And guess what happens in my experience? When I really go after my heart's desires, my life force energy expands and I get a ridiculous amount of energy, and my consciousness expands at amazing levels. My health increases, and those same things that allow me to have an experience of life in that way to another individual could lower their energy and decrease their life force, right? It's not what we do in life, it's how we do it. Okay, so what works for you and increases your energy to another person can decrease their energy. A food that works for you can increase your energy. A food for another individual can decrease their energy. It can increase it for you and decrease it for another person. It all depends on how you perceive it, right? It's all up to you. It's all up to your interpretation. Your interpretation creates your reality. I'm gonna say that one more time. Your interpretation creates your reality. Okay? So understand that you subscribe to your own beliefs. That's how this works. You subscribe to your own way of seeing things, and that is your reality, and that does not have to take away from anybody else's reality. And in fact, the people that resonate with that will join you and co-create with you, almost like magic. In fact, it is magic because reality is magical. That's my belief. Number 3, the final thing that I want to share with you in this video in terms of how to create your reality without taking away from anybody else's is number 3, stop convincing people to see things the way that you see them. Unless they're open to it and they want to, and it excites you and it feels good and in alignment for you. But if you feel like your energy is decreasing, to convince people, you're losing your frame of reality. Never lose your frame of reality, okay? Hold your frame. Hold your bubble of consciousness. Hold your magnetic energy. Don't give your energy and power away. Everything you do in your life, in my experience and in my opinion, should be increasing your life force energy. If anything decreases your energy, you should do that by choice, just to slow down your acceleration and your ascension. But the truth is that really there's no reason why every single moment shouldn't be increasing your energy. And if convincing people about why your belief systems are something that they should believe as well with you, what you're doing is you're giving away your spiritual power. You're giving away your sovereignty. You're giving away your essence. You're giving away who you are. You're giving away your life. That's what your life is. Life is spiritual energy. Life is, without consciousness, there is no life. Life is consciousness. If you give away your consciousness, you're giving away your life here. You're giving away your life force. You're giving away who you are. And if convincing somebody is decreasing your energy, why are you doing that? Why are you convincing people why they should subscribe to your beliefs? Why don't you just live in your own epic reality and allow people to join you if they want? If they don't want to, there's millions of other people that also are going to co-create with you and join that reality with you, and they don't need to be convinced of anything. Like whenever I'm talking to people, I always tell people, like, I'm not here to convince you of anything. Like I have my beliefs, I have the way that I operate, I have the way that I live, and that's how I live. And if that doesn't resonate for you, then no worries. Just click off the video and peace. Have a great day. But if you resonate with that, then great, and that's amazing. But I am not here to convince you of anything. I'm not here to convince you that reality is subjective. I'm not here to convince you that you create your own reality. I'm just here to be a messenger. Okay, that's all I am. I'm just a messenger. I'm just here to give you a message and share with you truths that I found in my experience. I'm just another being. I'm just another human. I'm not here to convince you why you should believe what I believe. I don't care if you believe what I believe. I mean, I want you to experience your own beliefs and live and create your reality, because I want everybody to know they're divine creators. But you create your own beliefs. It doesn't have to be grounded in my beliefs. And if you don't want to learn about how you're a divine creator, I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to create my reality. Like, I'm just living in my own reality. I record, like, I'm not recording this video for you. I'm recording this video for me. I want to help people, but that's for me, not for you. Like, I'm recording this video for you, but for me first and foremost, okay? For me first and foremost, because I create my reality. I'm creating this video for you, for me. Everything that I do is for me. If it's not for me, then I'm actually not helping you, because actually we need to help ourselves first before we can help other people. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time. You need to help yourself first before you can help other people, without guilt, without shame, without any feeling of you shouldn't be owning your reality. You have full permission to own your reality and create what you want, and not take away from anybody else's reality. And that is the truth of existence that I'm here to share with you today. So stop convincing people to see things how you see them. If you feel called, then go for it, but own your reality and be in your own bliss, in your own excitement so much that you genuinely do not care if other people see things the way that you see, because you're seeing what you want to see so much, and you're in your own reality so much, you're living in your own bliss so much that you literally do not care because you feel so amazing. That's the place you want to be. That's how you create your own reality without taking away from anybody else's. And with that, I conclude this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. Also, leave a comment down below if this video was supportive for you in any way. I would like to read what you have to say. I read every single comment. Also, please hit that like button for me so that more people can get access to this content, because I do believe that every single person on this planet does deserve to know that they are divine creators of their reality, and that they can manifest their reality and do so in the most effortless and easeful way possible, helping themselves and helping others in the process as well. And hitting that like button does help the YouTube algorithm push the videos out to more people, and that would be greatly appreciated. As always, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.